Practice makes perfect. I wasn't always positive, but I do believe that your words are powerful. So being positive, I speak positivity into my life at all times.
Welcome to Six Figure Trucker, the podcast where we share advice on how to be successful in trucking and have fun while doing so. We'll share stories, news, and advice on how to earn six figures in trucking, and we'll speak to guys and gals that are already doing so. Let's get to the show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. And those of you who join us each and every week know that this is a place, a space, where we elevate and celebrate the drivers that work for Norton Transport, what they do. Of course, obviously, they keep us in business. Wouldn't be able to do it without them, and we're very grateful for the drivers that join us on the road. Last week, we were spending some time with Jimmy Tucker. He was heading west, was in Memphis in a garbage truck. Bumpy ride going across the bridge into Arkansas, but he made it through there. As he said, he described that bumpy road. It's kind of like a roller coaster. Now, just a little background on Jimmy. Jimmy's got 25 years behind the wheel. He's done it all. He can drive anything minus hazardous materials. He has all the certifications, and he keeps, if you heard his knowledge last week, he keeps a very positive attitude. Jimmy, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me back.
Now, I wanted to ask you this. We enjoyed immensely our conversation with you last week. How do you keep your outlook so positive?
Practice. Practice makes perfect. I wasn't always positive, but I do believe that your words are powerful. So the Bible, it teaches us.
Now, when you say
death and life are hold on. Not to cut you off. In the Bible, it teaches us death and life are in the power of the tongue. Those who love its fruit, eat it. Right. So whatever comes out of your mouth, you have the ability to speak into your existence with the belief. Have faith. So being positive, I speak positivity into my life at all times. So as I'm teaching myself to be positive, those that come to me and I talk to, I feed them positivity. So it bounced back. Iron sharpens iron, man sharpens man.
Mm-hmm. And there's something, I think, in the Bible that says something along the lines of the words that come out of a man's heart is a reflection of what a man's mouth is a reflection of what's in his heart.
Yes, sir.
Now, that principle that you live by, speaking positivity, and you get what you give, how does it help you as a driver as far as, because you and I both know as a driver on the road running across the whole country and long runs, short runs, there's a lot of unexpected things that can happen.
True. How I look at life is if I'm on the road, I tell myself I don't have nowhere else to be other than where I am. So if we're in traffic, what am I going to get frustrated for? I still get paid the same. I'm still going to make it to my destination. The world is a movie. I'm going to look at all these crazy drivers out here rush to get into the car in front of them just to stop and back up a truck. No, thank you. I'm just going to relax.
Jimmy Tucker here on the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. And if you haven't picked up on it yet, Jimmy is a man of faith, and he's also a man who has some philosophies. He's a philosophical gentleman that helps him in his day-to-day travels on the road. Now, Jimmy, you had told us, you'd shared with us before we got into episode 2, family is important to you.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Oh, well, I'm a normal person coming from a normal family who has good family, bad family, political family, and crazy family. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Overall, no matter how you look at it, we have similar family members lurking around. You know what I mean? And you just got to be a pillar. That's my thing. I've throughout the years, I've looked at my grandparents, uncles, seen people that are well established, looking at myself like, why can't I have what they have? Well, I can. Well, how come I don't have a voice? Well, look at your life. So if you look at your life and you base everything off of what you have, what you got going on, and where you want to go, your past made you who you are. Learn from your mistakes, but to be a pillar in your family, to be someone who has a sound mind, a sound word, Well, you got to get your life in order, right? That's what I figured.
How does that kind of personal experience translate into what you do for a living as far as navigating your way, if you will, on the road?
Oh, easy. Way back in the day, I'm talking about way back when I was a knucklehead, hung out on the streets and hung out with the wrong crowd. And I enjoyed what I was doing, making the wrong decisions. But a buddy of mine from around the way, he went to church with me and he introduced me to trucking. Well, I get the best of both worlds. I still get the chance to travel and run the streets, but I do it in a positive way. And instead of having people look at me like you're a nuisance, they're like, oh, man, you're helping the world. You're getting our product from point A to point B. And I get to think about business while I'm doing it.
Is that a rewarding experience?
Oh, it is. Great.
Now, I wanted to ask you also, you had shared some philosophy with me last week off the air there about humans and the way...
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit. You know where I'm going with this, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. Humans have commonality, right? It's God, man, and everybody else that's under us, right? We're to be the leader in the free world. So when we are children, we have all these bright ideas. We want to go to space and be a cop or a firefighter, and I want to be a Superman or a superhero. That is great. But then you grow up and you get married and reality sets in, and now you become a bump on the log. You're grumpy and you have children, and you stop all of your ambitions. You stop every dream that you ever had. And you might think about 10% of the things that you used to think about. And you put limitations on your mind. You put limitations on your life. While you're looking at other people creating companies and growing and just exploring the world, you're still going to work, sitting in your cubicle, going home, drinking beer, going to the man cave or going to the local bar. Come on, got to break out of that whole pattern. So when I say humans, because we're all human, I am a truck driver because of me. I'm not doing this because of my children. I have 3 children, and my children have been raised into trucking. They have 39 to 42 states up under their belt. I've taken them everywhere. Just about everywhere, driving. So they understand what it takes for me to be happy and for me to provide them a healthy lifestyle. So I do this for myself because I see myself as more than what I am right now, which if I'm happy, I'm generating positivity, they're feeding off my fruit. They're happy. They're flourishing. They say if my dad can get out there and conquer the world and be the superhero on the road and keep everybody else safe, because these massive vehicles, we have to have full control over. Absolutely. We have to be in our right mind at all given times. The stresses that we carry, the weight of the world, the problems at home, the erratic drivers, we got to carry all this, and we have to factor in the good and the bad about it and have a level mind.
How does trucking feed into your dreams that you have?
Oh, it's a bread maker. I make a lot of money doing what I do, and I can put it towards paperwork and business ventures and things like that.
Now, you and I, a couple of weeks ago, I guess before we were able to finalize getting you on the podcast, you've got a lot of geographical diversity in where your birthplace, where you live now. Kind of work. You've been on both coasts, basically.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm from West Virginia. I was born in West Virginia, raised there until I was 8. Moved to Southern California, and I've been back and forth throughout the years. So I understand both worlds.
When you talk about both worlds, Long Beach, West Virginia, I can see some substantial differences between the two.
Yes, sir.
Which do you prefer?
Yes, sir. Oh, man. There's nothing like California. There's no state like California. California it's its own country. It's its own country. It has its own weather system, and it's beautiful. It is what it is, and I forever love it. But home is home. The pace is different. The building structures, the people, Southern hospitality is just different.
I got
the
you.
Cooking, different.
Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Now, wanted to ask you also quickly about your dreams. What are your dreams? Are they tailored into trucking, or do you have something outside of trucking as far as your end, where you could say to yourself, "I've accomplished my dream"?
Well, I got a lot going on at the moment. Trucking is the foundation of it in my world, but then my girlfriend is in her master's class to be a nurse practitioner. So she wants her own, home health corporation.
Okay.
And she wants me involved with that as well. So I give her a lot of pointers, a lot of understanding when it comes to building a company. We put our collective minds together, and we got a powerhouse team, when it comes to that. At some point, I want to go back to school and get my associate's degree in science so I can become a mortician, because I want my own funeral home so I can employ people. My game is I ain't going to say game. My outlook is to fund different projects and put people to work.
That's noble. That's very noble of you, Jimmy. Jimmy Tucker here on the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. Jimmy, we appreciate you going deep with us into faith matters, philosophical matters. Anything you want to share with us? Because I think it's the time, we've established you for the conversations we've had together. You've pulled off on the road to stay safe. I'm sure you're kind of itching to get back on the road.
Yes, sir.
We talked about last week about practical advice for men and women who may be on the fence for drive-away trucking. What about just maybe some philosophical advice to go to that same question?
Keep God in everything you do. And if you don't know who God is, ask who he is. And if you don't know what you're going to do when it comes to a career, especially when you get into drive-away, ask for wisdom. Ask for wisdom and understanding and knowledge that you can look at a truck, decipher a truck, break down a truck, understand that truck, because for one, when you are in a vehicle, you become one with that vehicle.
Oh, absolutely. That's deep, and that's a beautiful place to wrap up this conversation. Jimmy Tucker, thank you so much for joining us on the Six Figure Trucker. Be safe out there. Anything you want to say to sign us off?
Oh, man. Truckers, be safe out there, please. We want to get home to our families.
All right, Jimmy, thank you again.
Thank you.
Six Figure Trucker is brought to you by Norton Transport. Norton Transport is a drive-away trucking company that customers can rely on. It offers excellent independent contract driving opportunities to professional, courteous, and qualified drivers that can provide the kind of service we deliver. If you're interested in learning more about Norton or just want to subscribe to the show, check out 6-figuretrucker.com. That's 6-figuretrucker.com.